As we celebrate our country's independence this week, one local woman will mark a more personal milestone. It's been 1 full year since she underwent life-saving surgery, but she might not have ever made it to the operation room if it weren't for a group of brave volunteers that are making a difference in Western New York. Trips to the hospital have always been a part of life for 28-year-old Alicia Culpa of Blaisdell.
I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at the age of 1 day. And for most of my life, I was pretty healthy until probably around 21. I started getting really sick. I started getting a lot of lung infections.
But Alicia's doctors are in New York City at Presbyterian Hospital. Last year, they told her she'd need a new pair of lungs.
When I got the call, it was 4:22 in the morning. And at first I was like shocked because they called me and I was still kind of sleeping, and I was like, wait, who's calling me at this hour? And I'm like, wait, is this New York?
When you're waiting on a transplant, you never know when you'll get the news. But Alicia knew she had to get to New York fast.
I called Wings Flight immediately. They said, don't worry about it. We've got everything covered. And I got to the hospital by 7:30.
3 hours is usually about all the time a patient has. That's why Joe DeMarco founded Wings Flights of Hope, which provides free private flights for anyone in need of medical attention.
Once that organ's available, the hospital transplant coordinator wants to know within 20 to 30 minutes how you're getting there. That's where we come in, or the volunteer pilots around the country. If we don't call and give that coordinator our tail number and our approximate time to get in, they go down their list and they give the organ to someone else.
The program allows volunteer pilots to combine their passion for aviation with helping others.
We have a purpose. We're taking someone to a place where they can get better. And what's exciting for us is we see a lot of people that they run out of options, and they're just looking to go somewhere to get whatever care is available, and we become part of their fight to survive.
With the Hope Flight, patients and their families often arrive to their destination in the same amount of time it would take them just to get through security for a commercial flight.
Our average flight's like an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. New York's somewhere right in that range. Philadelphia is about the same. Pittsburgh's an hour, Cleveland's an hour, Cincinnati's a couple hours.
Once they touch down, Wings volunteers set patients up with rides right to the hospital.
And if there's a longer flight, if a patient needs to go farther, we hook up with other volunteer organizations. And it's really amazing because you'll meet a pilot, chances are you'll never meet again, all with the same purpose we have, just getting people home or getting them to their treatment. And we link up on flights, and I've done one with 2 other pilots, so there was 3 pilots. And we got someone from Chicago, Cancer Centers of America, all the way to Bangor, Maine.
Altogether, pilots log just under an average of 2 flights a day. Fuel and other costs are covered by donations.
We can go pretty much anywhere, pick someone up, and we just take that burden of travel where they don't have to worry about catching the flight, catching it after their appointment. We have the pilot will sit and wait.
Alicia will never forget the pilots that got her safely to New York and back, not just for her surgery, but for dozens of pre- and post-op visits too. Almost a year to the day since her transplant, she's feeling great.
I look completely different. I feel completely different. I can actually do things and go places. I was stuck at home for 2 years, not able to do anything. So I feel like I have a second chance at life, and it's amazing.
And Alicia has her bachelor's degree. She is hoping to land a job in the medical research field this year now that she's feeling so great. So she's so excited. She's just coming up on her 1-year anniversary of her transplant. That is July 6th, so we'll be thinking of her that day.
And this really is at no cost to the person that needs the service.
That's right. It's completely free. And the best part is they'll take you for all of your pre and your post-ops too. So it's not just for the transplant. That was actually a bit of confusion for Alicia when she first found out about it, that she was going to need the transplant. She made her appointment right away with them. But they said, we'll take you for all of the pre and post-op visits as well. They made some news a little bit earlier this spring when they flew Jim Kelly and Kelly's family to New York City for the same reasons. It's really just about the convenience and the safety, because it's not always safe for someone who is feeling ill to be flying commercially in public transportation. So they really turn absolutely no one away.
It's definitely quite the amazing story.
Absolutely. That's www.wingsflight.org if you're interested in maybe becoming a volunteer, or if you know someone that can use this service. They really just want to let people know that they're here and that they're helping.
Excellent.
All right.